Welcome to the Intern Academy Gradcast. It's the culmination and continuation of decades of ministry being poured into each new generation. Listen in to intern graduates from all generations and learn what it really means to be a part of this pipeline of leadership that is changing the world one internship at a time.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the last episode of season 2 of the Gradcast. I'm Abby, and I'm joined by, I'm like kind of sad. I'm joined by my co-hosts Maddie and Matthew. How are you guys doing?
Doing
a little
great.
sad it's the last episode, but I'm ready and pumped for it.
So true. Same here, Matthew. Same here.
Well, yeah, I know it's kind of crazy. I feel like at the beginning of whenever we started recording, it was like, oh my gosh, like we have so much time, and now it's already over, which is crazy. Like 2024 has flown by. I almost said flown. That's not a word. Flown by. And so we're actually going to be talking about today, just kind of wrapping up on all the things that we've kind of talked about, just like on the Gradcast. And so just the three of us here tonight. We don't have anyone amazing and special to join us. I mean, like, you guys are amazing and special. I'm just saying, like, anyone additional. You know what I mean?
For sure.
No. So, but Matthew, I know that you have an amazing icebreaker for us to kick off our last icebreaker of the season.
I do. And being in the season that we are in right now, filled with the Christmas joy, I have just one Christmas question for you guys. And that is, what is your favorite original Christmas movie? Now, when I say original, I mean it has to be made before at least 2010, because that's when they started kind of repeating things and just twisting the characters a little bit. So what is your original favorite Christmas movie? And just so I can give you girls some time to think, I'm gonna pop off with our first one being Polar Express.
Okay.
It's older than me, so I know that it qualifies.
That's true. That's fair.
And I don't think I can recall another Christmas movie that's like the Polar Express. Maybe I'm just blanking right now. But the big reason why I love that movie is the hot chocolate scene.
Oh my gosh,
as
yes.
You should. It's the best.
I love hot chocolate so much. Like, we're having a Christmas party next week, and we're only serving different types of hot chocolate.
Like what? Yeah, like what different types?
Like, we have your regular hot chocolate, we have a peppermint hot chocolate, a caffeinated hot chocolate, and a white chocolate hot chocolate.
What is caffeinated hot chocolate? That's
17 shots of espresso mixed into the big batch of hot chocolate.
Is this a youth party?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Get them riled up and send them home.
Our thoughts and prayers will be with you, Matthew.
Thoughts and prayers to the parents of the
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
But I also love that movie because one of my years in high school, I think it was my sophomore year, it was meme day, and we did it during the Christmas season, and I dressed up as the kid who knows all about like the trains.
Did you say glasses?
Hey guys, what's his name?
I actually can't remember, but
does Tom Hanks play him too?
That'd be really impressive if he did.
Well, he plays like all the characters in that movie, all the guys, doesn't he? Like, he plays Santa, he plays the conductor.
Yeah.
He plays the ghost guy.
Yes.
Yeah, like all of the people. So I was like, well, what's one more?
It would make sense if he did. I'll have to look into that and post it and type it onto our episode.
Questions you never thought you needed to know that or answers you never, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, how about you guys?
Okay,
what do you guys
so
got?
yeah, I used to think I was like not special, but unique for this answer. I'm not. Christmas Vacation, it's so good, y'all.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I'm not a big like Chevy Chase, like that kind of comedy, but something about that movie every time. It's like that and Home Alone, but National
Oh my
Lampoon's
gosh,
like
yeah.
Christmas Vacation is just a little higher. It's so good. Like my favorite is the Pledge of Allegiance. Like
Oh my gosh.
say the blessing. Y'all know what I'm talking
The
about?
blessing.
Yes. So
Grace.
good.
Grace died 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah. Yes.
So
And then the cat. Yeah. And when he falls off the Matthew, you look like you're about to say you hate that movie. Please don't.
No. No, it's not that. It's not that.
He's never seen it.
I've never seen it.
No.
And like I have to be in a certain type of mood for a movie, or else I only get like 20 minutes through it and then I give up. And my Christmas spirit is only about like this much.
Grinch. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No.
So like I'll watch like a couple movies, and not gonna lie, I've actually never heard of that movie.
What?
So I think that feeds a little bit into the I've never seen it before. But
wait, you've never heard of
list.
Christmas Vacation?
No.
Oh
wow.
my goodness.
I'm actually kind of like, wow. I mean,
you're gonna have to go watch it. That's...
No, I'm. It's gonna be written down in our today's notes.
That should be your major takeaway.
That's your takeaway for the year. Oh my gosh. No, it's so good. It's so funny. But
me and my family, like, we watch that every year. So
yeah,
love that.
it's
okay.
It's so funny.
Okay, this is like, Matthew, I really don't think you would have seen this if you haven't seen Christmas Vacation. But we're talking like classic, okay?
Okay.
Me and my family, we watch this every year since I was little. It's in black and white. Okay.
Oh.
So it's there, but one of the best movies ever of all times. You just have to get through it, the black and white part. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it?
I've heard of it. That one.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
How did you not like it? Did you say you've seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys.
I've heard all about it. Like,
it's
our church did at the movies during Christmas one year, and like they did that, and it looks amazing. And like it's all like I was like, oh my gosh, I just need to watch it, but I haven't.
Yes, I think they came out with like a colored one, so like more people would watch it. Because I know like people are like, black and white, what is this? Like the Dark Ages or whatever. But the story is really good. And then
is it gonna make me cry?
Oh, it makes me cry every time I watch it. It's super sweet. And then one I just like watched this year, I like the original, but they remade it like literally this year. It's The Greatest Christmas Pageant Ever, and we just went to the movie theaters to see it. Totally bawled my eyes out. Great movie.
I heard that was really good because I know the guy, I forget what his name is, who directs The Chosen is the one that directed this one, right? Or produced it.
Yes.
I heard it was really good. I haven't seen that one yet, but
it was really good.
Okay.
But yeah. So speaking of getting cozy and watching a movie, we decided we were going to set the scene for our listeners and kind of just set the scene for you guys.
Let's do it.
So for me, I am sitting on my bed. I had exams today. I ate Oreos for breakfast and drank a Celsius, and now I'm enjoying a bag of Cheetos. So that's my scene set. What about you guys?
Sitting here.
Just
Matthew.
Here.
Well, I'm sitting here in what I wish was the most comfortable chair in the world, but it is not. I'm in my office right now, and it has been just a day of running around. But the best thing that I get to walk into when I come into this office is I get to look behind me and I get to see the God Moments flag. And that just, it reminds me, and like I hang it up as a reminder, like, remember, like there's so many moments throughout your day, even when you're stressed, like God is there with you through every moment. Just like we're about to talk about.
Oh, that's so good. Guys, my scene is boring.
Your
My
scene is
scene-
totally not boring. Your scene's great.
Guys, look at my scene, okay? I have, you can see one of my photos. Also above me, I'm sitting here, I'm drinking Coke Zero in a yellow Walmart plastic cup. They're great cups.
We love
really
Walmart.
cheap. Yeah, we
Love them.
really do. Super cheap. I think you can get them for like 80 cents. I don't know.
You
I
can't
love
beat that.
No, you can't. I've got my plant up here from IKEA.
Beautiful.
Kind of alive. When I touch it, some of the leaves fall off. But that's
It's just
okay.
hibernating. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's just hibernating.
It's hibernating. Potting soil for when it is time to help it come back to life. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. I mean, I was gonna say one more time as if I'm never gonna talk to you again. Not at all true. But on the podcast for the season, that's my scene. It's so boring. My
I
dad,
love the plant.
yeah, it needs a name. It's fine. Maybe when it comes back to life, I'll name it. Give it something. I love it. So we are.
Anyways. Oh.
So, can you pause it?
Okay, Drew, you're gonna cut to there, and then we're gonna restart in 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, now that we've set the scene, we're gonna talk about our takeaways from the season and just how we're gonna use that in the next year. So, Abby, what is some of your major takeaways?
The season has been so good. I feel like we've talked to so many people that have been in like a lot of different roles, like in ministry. I think one of my favorite episodes and like that has stuck with me, especially since we've done it, was with Angie Kornacki when we talked about spiritual rest. That's something that I feel like, again, like totally can be a mindset thing. Like it's at the end of the day, my choice, how I spend my time, like if I'm going to choose to rest spiritually. But it's been something I've been struggling with. And so it was really cool, I feel like, when we talked about like, are we working hard for the Lord or are we working hard for men? Like that was something that, like when we talked about that, it's one of those things that's like, yeah, you hear it, but I think we had such a really cool conversation and like she kind of shared, her experience with that and her wisdom, and it's just really stuck with me. And so that's like one of my biggest takeaways. Am I working hard for the Lord? Am I working hard for man? And like the heart behind that is like really going to determine whether or not I allow myself to rest spiritually, if that makes sense. I don't know. And then I think another one of my biggest ones was talking about we talked about worship, like cultivating worship in different ways. And that was with Cody Bracey. And I think one of the coolest things too is he's been in a lot of different ministries, and it was really cool to hear like, oh, there's a lot of different ways we can cultivate worship, and like you don't have to be worship leader at a church to cultivate an atmosphere of worship. And I think that was super convicting for me because like it doesn't have to just be, even like for me, like whether it's listening to worship music in the car or on a Sunday morning at church or whatever it is, like it literally is the way I live my life. And so that's something that, I don't know, is again that conversation and just getting to hear from someone too that has like worked in all different areas of ministry, seen a lot of just different ways this is done. It was just really cool to hear like, oh, this can look totally different than not the norm, but like the stereotype. And like that's good. Like God has given each of us different gifts and he wants us to utilize them, and they all are worshipful to him. And it's again like the heart behind it, I think. So yeah, those are some of my big ones, but I want to hear you guys just because I know we probably all had different perspectives too on the like even those two episodes and just totally different takeaways.
I love that you brought up Angie's episode with the how to spiritually rest, because that was one of the episodes, not gonna lie, that I took like a lot of notes from. And not to put any other episode down, like I took a lot of notes from all of them, but like for Angie, like there was just so many things that like I think that I also needed to hear, because spiritual rest is like one of the hardest things for me, because I'm always on the go and I'm always wanting to make sure that if I'm not moving, I better be sleeping. Like if I'm
Mm,
awake, I'm on the run. And just, we hear it like a lot from, whether it's our pastors at our church, or some of our friends that are trying to remind us, hey, you need that rest, like to keep the Sabbath holy, and to make
yeah,
sure that you are actually allowing the Sabbath to be your day of rest. Make that the day for the Lord. um
it's good.
because and it kind of ties to it, going also off of the one that you had said as well, Cody Bracey's episode with the cultivating an atmosphere of worship. He had brought up a verse, Romans 12, verse 1. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Just saying that, hey, God, I'm here to rest, and I'm just going to give myself to you, because right now
Mm,
I just need to be in your presence, and I need to be filled by you so that I can be refueled and to pour into others. Um, I would say that those are some big takeaways for me too, and it's kind of cool that you're bringing it up as well. That like
yeah, I love
talking
that.
from so many different points, and like all of the different things that we're going through in our own personal lives, we're still connected at the source of what God's trying to speak to us on each and individual level.
Mm, yeah, that's really cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, totally different takeaways from mine, but also, yeah. So again, it's cool. The Lord's like working in different ways. I love that.
Yeah.
What
Maddie, how
about you,
about you?
Maddie?
What you thinking?
Um, I think for me, I loved how different every episode was and each guest that we had. It was so cool. Getting to talk with old friends as well as making new friends, just through our different guests that we had. Some of my favorite kind of episodes for me, and I'm pretty sure it's because of like the season that I'm kind of in right now, was balancing it all with like David Sanchez and talking about,
Mm,
balancing ministry, personal life, self-care, all of those things. I just had some major takeaways from that. Just like he was talking about how he does the coffee shop and all of that, and I just thought that was
yeah.
really cool. And then another one was with Emily Eck, the new generations, and I think that's just kind of the season I'm in right now, because I have a lot of students who are kind of exploring that call to ministry, and I'm kind of, seeing my old self in them a little bit sometimes, and they're just super excited, and they really inspire me more than anything. And so that episode really stuck with me, just because they never fail to amaze me. And, God is moving, that's for sure. I mean, you guys saw from IYC and then the called event, and I just can't wait to see how he moves even more these next few years, because I don't think he's done yet. He's he's
Yeah.
not done. Um, so that was two of my major takeaway like episodes, really. All of them were great. I think another one of my major takeaways would really be just how different everybody is, and how
Mm.
you can almost see people's gifts when they're sharing these topics that we
Yeah.
send them. And that's just a really beautiful thing to me, is just how different God has made each and every person. But, we all work together most of the time. We try to, at least, to be that one body for him. And I'm super thankful for people who don't have the same gift as me, because like there's just no way, like no one person can do all of it, and if they say they can do it all, then they're lying. So
Mm,
that was just a really big thing, and it's such a blessing to even get to be able to gain knowledge from them, and then even getting to know you guys. Like, I really just love getting to know you guys, which has been an awesome opportunity.
it's been so fun. I was gonna say, yeah, like that's been one of the biggest blessings too, is like just I think with all of our guests getting to, connect with them, but also like seeing how the Lord's working in y'all's lives. Cause like we totally are all doing different things, like ministry wise and just like in different areas, which I think is really cool. And just getting to kind of come together. I've been like so encouraged by both of you. And I was gonna say too, Maddie, you were mentioning like the body of Christ and just how we've gotten to talk to so many different people, which is like what we talked about on Gabriel Renda's episode 2, like being the body of Christ and like what does it look like being the church and like outside the church walls. And like, I mean, that is the Lord's whole intent. Like there's one body with many parts. Like we all are doing something different and not one is better than the other. And like the Lord is orchestrating something so beautiful through it. And what better way than like to be encouraged by that, but also be in community and like grow closer to him as a result of that than like being a part of IA. Like I feel like that's a huge part. Like it's yes to be able to, provide like those with internships and things, but it's also just about like being in community, like I don't know, there's something really cool about that. So I'm glad that you brought that up, Maddie. It's really cool. I didn't know if Matthew, were you gonna say something?
I was gonna say I did have one more like really
Yeah.
big takeaway, and like it wasn't like a realization that it was like one of those kind of like takeaway moments, because like when we recorded it, this was back in during the summer with episode 1, and right now like reading back at these notes, like it's hitting me hard. Like we had this one question, knowing that we go through changes, how do we prevent ourselves from straying off the path the Lord has for us? And like right now, like I'm going through a season of change in my personal life where it is it's not like affecting my ministry life or my like relationship with God, but like it's starting to slow me down in the sense of it's taking priority over like my thought process, or it's taking priority on how I'm reaching out and like taking the next step for that problem to be solved. And I was going through the notes, and the literally the first 2 things that like popped, like my eyes like gauged to, was resting in God's sovereignty, like making sure like, hey, you're going through this trouble right now and you are not alone. Like God is there with you. God has placed so many people into our lives. We just have to allow him to work through us and allow us ourselves to just stop what we're doing, pause, breathe, and just let God take control. And the other one, very similar to, depending on a characteristic of God, is just leaning on God first and only, like making sure that when you're having these troubles that you're not trying to solve them yourself. Like, God has the best course of action for you. So don't allow yourself to get stumbled by your own thoughts and your own envious, prejudice kind of thoughts in the way, because a lot of things hurt us in the sense that we wouldn't expect it to. And just knowing that like God has the better plan for us just is a great reminder, and it's definitely something that I'm holding on my heart right now, to like just learn and actually be able to fully teach these on to the students that I'm supposed to be mentoring and being an example for.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that we did start with that, and I think it's hilarious. I mean, it reminds me of like, the times when you're like reading a scripture and you're like, I mean, just as humanly as possible, we're like, okay, yeah, but like, how does that apply to me? Which is like such a silly thing to do, but like, as humans, we have to not, like, that's not the Lord's intention at all. And so even like, if let's say people were listening to that first episode, like with me, I wasn't going through a season of change at the time, but like you said, Matthew, like now you are. And like that's something also for me too. It's like, oh my gosh, even you just bringing that up again, reminding us of it, it's like, wow, like that's so applicable now that it's just cool the way the Lord works, and like he's revealing himself in different ways. And like you said, he is sovereign overall. Like it's letting go of fear and our own worries, I mean, at the end of the day, and just letting him, like trusting that he is Lord and that he is good and faithful and that's his character. And like, yeah, that's so good. I love that. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
I
that
was just gonna say thanks,
yeah,
Matthew, for like getting vulnerable with that.
yeah,
People
for
need to
real.
hear that.
The
I
best
need to
part of
hear it.
ministry is knowing that you can get vulnerable with each other because God has given us this kingdom, the body of Christ, to be able to depend on each other. Um, and I think sometimes like a lot of these topics that we're going to kind of like set us up for success in the future. Like we get to hear from others and we get to learn from them and say, okay, you've taught me this. Now I can go and apply that to my everyday life or my ministry life. And now I can set goals with that and I can bring this on to others so that everybody can have all that knowledge and Christian common sense that we get to have for ourselves for everybody.
Yeah.
That's so good. Yeah. No, I mean that's literally the Lord's heart with that. And so I mean I feel like that's the whole point of us doing this podcast to begin with, like that's kind of the mission and vision that IA had with it. So it's yeah, that's really cool. So kind of talking about goals, like just wrapping things up here. What are some of y'all's like resolutions, like goals for the next year? Like okay, let's do one or two, maybe just like personal, like your own thing, and then more ministry focus as we kind of look into 2025.
I think you should start that answer off
Oh,
since you asked the great question.
way to throw me under the bus, Matthew. No, I'm just kidding. Well, guys, to be honest, I have a love-hate relationship with New Year's resolutions. I think I like all the time. I'm like at the beginning of the year, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, we're gonna start strong. But every year, you know how it is. By like the middle of February, it could be the most like every year I always have the goal, I'm gonna drink more water. I'm trying, okay? I don't know if I hope I'm not the only person that's like, water's so boring to me. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. I'm like, I just want like those, like the little Walmart flavorings you can get in there, like the little packets
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like
That's
that's
so
what I'm
real
trying to
though.
do more. Yeah. Yeah. So I love and hate New Year's resolutions. I think I hate it because it's like, oh my gosh, I need to actually do this for myself, and then I get mad and but I also love it because it's good for me. So, but one of mine is actually literally to drink more water. Um, so this is like year number, I don't know, 4 of making this goal.
This is the
So
year.
this is the year, okay? Like we're not gonna do the whole like drink a gallon a day. Like if you do it, that's great. I want to be that person. I'm not that person. Maybe if I can get through like the normal, I think normal is like 64 ounces, which is half of a gallon. So like if we can get to that, then maybe next year or in 2026. So right now, it's drink more water is a long way to say that. That's my like personal, just like totally random. And then when it comes to ministry, I'm going through kind of like I was saying, a new season. Stepping out of my current job just to kind of explore what the Lord has next for me. And so just a season I think of like really focusing on my identity in him and like being able to utilize the gifts and the calling that he's placed on my life. I think that I've just been in a season where I've been in a job where I haven't really been able to do that in the ways that, I think I have wanted to, which is fine. Like the Lord works in totally different ways, but I think it's just gonna be a year of like, okay, what does it look like just focusing on my identity in him and who he says I am, and like being able to utilize the gifts that he's given me for his kingdom and not focusing so much on like, okay, like this is being identified by my work. I think at the end of the day, like that's something that just like humanly and transparently can be a struggle. And so I'm excited. I think especially it's partly why the episode with Angie, like spiritual rest, was like so good for me, because I think spiritual rest is a great way to be able to kind of go back to the Lord and be like, okay, hey, like I want to be filled by you. I want my life and working for you to be like a way I live my life for you rather than for men. So it's a long answer, but
Yeah.
that's like 2 of my goals. What about you guys?
No, I love that. I love that so much. Also, for all our listeners out there, if you see Abby drinking anything besides water, you have to smack it out of her. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, I literally set my scene drinking Coke Zero out of a yellow can. Like, guys, it's
okay. Coke Zero has like
some water in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made with water.
Don't tell me. I know it. The more I hear that, the more I'm like, okay, it's fine. Like, yeah, it's fine. It's great. It's so funny. But yeah, if you do see me, call me out. I need it.
I think for me, probably like, this is such a weird New Year's resolution, but I'm kind of with you, Abby. Like, I cannot say like work out. Like, I do work out anyways. Like, it sounds bad after I literally said I ate Oreos for breakfast. I promise, guys, I'm healthy. Don't worry.
It's all about balance.
Yeah, literally. It's exam week. I was treating myself, but like, I have to set goals that I know like it's possible for me to complete. So one of mine is, and I struggle with this so bad, it's like waking up earlier and trying to read my Bible like before the day, because usually like I try to read it at the end, and I've been trying to do that for like the past few months, but homegirl is not a morning person, but she's trying to be. So that's probably one of them. And then another one that's like kind of weird is, this is so weird, but I'm trying to get rid of like one thing a day, because yeah, it's really weird, but
it's not weird. That's I'm intrigued,
because like I can't clean out my entire space, but if I'm just like, okay, one thing a day, like I feel like that's more achievable for me. And the reason is I feel like nowadays, like especially in American culture, like we put so much emphasis on our things, and that's something that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about on the mission field, is when you come back. So anybody wants to go on the mission field, just be prepared. There is a readjustment period, I guess, when you come back, and that's always kind of been just a thing for me. It's like just readjusting to like even how many cereals we have here in America, or having access to running water. And it's not because we're just better in America, but it's just because we put so much emphasis on things more than the things that really matter a lot of the times. Not all the time, but sometimes. And so I really just am like, I don't need as much stuff as I have. So trying to get rid of like one thing a day, which is weird, but it's something
weird.
that
That's
I think
so good.
is like achievable.
Yeah.
And I am by no means like a minimalist in any way. I'm a maximalist, you know what I mean? But I just heard that somewhere, I don't even know where, and I thought it was cool. And then for my ministry, I think one thing that I really want to work on is like being more intentional with being aware of like why I'm feeling. We talked a little bit about this, like Abby and Matthew and I did, about like why am I feeling like this, kind of like that being more emotional aware sort of thing. My degree is in psychology, but I think sometimes it's really hard for me whenever I'm working with other people not to get so focused on them so much, where I kind of degrade myself sometimes, where it's not healthy. And I really do want to just keep improving that part of my life. And so what that sort of looks like is journaling, and I was telling Abby and Matthew this as well, but not just journaling like my day was good or my day was bad, but putting down the details of like why that day was good or why that day was bad. And then using like I am statements, I'm chosen, I'm worthy, kind of just to build confidence, because it is hard sometimes being confident all the time. Like I struggle with confidence so much. And then also like prayers for how to get better. So that's all kind of like in the aspect of just being more aware with myself, which I kind of think flows into my ministry, and that'll help my ministry a lot more than just constantly being concerned on, where other people are at and making sure they're okay, because you can't pour out of an empty cup. We've talked about it before. But that'd probably be mine for like my ministry and like just some goals. What about you, Matthew? Thanks.
This is a very hard thing for me to decide because I absolutely suck at making goals. Like the last 2 years, everybody was like telling me their like resolutions and like all their goals, and I said, yeah, that's not for me. I don't go into the new year with like a goal. Like my goals are like constantly changing. But was trying to hold myself up on this year. Like going into it, my personal goal is to not spend as much money.
That's
Like
real.
I think every month I probably just throw away like it's gonna sound really bad because I'm always complaining about not having money, but I think I threw away at least like 1,500 each month just on random things I don't need. And like it's really hard for me because like I'm a server, so I get cash every shift at the end of my shift, and I'm like, oh, I want Wendy's on the way home. Oh, I want to stop and go and get these snacks from my pantry. Oh, I want like it's just I need to like set that boundary for myself and make sure that I'm not just throwing out money willy-nilly and everything.
Ooh, it's Prime Day. That's me.
That's so
like
right.
I went into Black Friday expecting to like spend so much money, and we got to the mall and I realized, wait, I just spent all of my money on things I didn't need. Why am I here now? But
Yep, that's
I think for my spiritual goal, it is kind of a mix of just that spiritual rest aspect and also like strengthening like my prayer life per se. Because like no matter where I'm driving, like if I have aux, I have my worship music on. Like I really don't listen to anything else unless somebody else is in the car and like they ask to listen to something else. But that's almost like on my busy days, like that's kind of all I kind of have with God for that day. Like I need to do better at like setting some time off to the side. And kind of like a side thing, like I want to do that not only for myself and my relationship with God, but like I've picked up a couple new mentees this year with these last couple months from our student leadership team, and I want to make sure that like I'm not just burning out so fast that like they don't have something that they can rely on and actually go to. Like I want to be there for them, so strengthening myself strengthens them as well.
Yeah,
that's good. That's very real. So thank you for sharing that. And that's like, yeah, I love that too. Just, I mean, like you said, it's not just for yourself. And I think that can apply to like all of our goals. Like it's because we also, especially when we talked about like the next generation, like we want to be able to be there for them and all the things. And, which is not always easy because we're also human. So that's cool. That's really good. Okay, really quick, Matthew, and then I want to know. Okay, you have your worship music on. What's like? Do you have a playlist? Just like all the songs on shuffle. Like, who's your top artist right now?
So
Song.
let me tell you my Apple Music Wrap.
Oh, okay. Spotify's better. It's fine.
Listen, it's cheaper.
Is it?
I think so. Last time I checked, it was. But right now I am really in the song "At the Altar" by Elevation Rhythm.
That's
love that song. Like it'll come on in the car,
good.
and like I'll be in the happiest mood, and then all of a sudden I'm just crying.
Yep.
Like I'm just like, God, you're so good.
Yeah.
Please let me stop crying before work. Yep. But my Apple Music Wrap, Passion Music actually was the top artist for every single month.
Okay.
Wow.
With "The Lord Will Provide" as the main song.
So good.
Or "Come Lord Jesus." Either of those two are they're like up there. Unless it's the Maverick City "Bless Me" song. I don't know, something about that just
I've
makes
heard
me
that
feel like
one.
it's one of their
Is-
older songs. But
Is
like
it the
I'll
one
turn it
that's
on.
like, bless me,
Bless me. Yes, that
Yeah.
one. Yes,
I need to
bro.
listen to that
I
one.
turn it on and I feel like I'm like in like a whole like Christian like rave party.
You're
Like
just like-
I'm like jumping up, like beatboxing and everything. Like it's just in it.
Have you guys listened to Grave Clothes by them?
I think so. I had just recently put all of their songs in there because I was low key like only listening to the songs that I had known from after like finding out about them.
Okay.
But
That's
I'm still
you should
making my
listen
way
to it.
through some of them.
Ooh,
What's
drop
the
those
lyrics
in
for
the
that
group
one?
chat. Drop all of our songs
Yes.
of the
My
month in the group chat.
610 song playlist.
I will
I
listen to
love
all
it.
of them. It's okay.
So good.
I love music so good.
I love it. Well,
Wow.
thank you guys for just sharing about your goals, all the things. It's been an amazing time, just like this whole season, getting to hear from everyone. And to all our listeners, I hope that you guys have been encouraged. And I think Matthew like gave a perfect example of like maybe it wasn't something to listen to at the time, but like the goal is we hope that like you're able to listen to these episodes and like it's encouraging whether or not you're in that season, but it's something that you can use as a resource and just know that other people have been there and we're all human and like here for one another. Just whatever the thing is that you're going through. And we just hope these episodes can be a resource. I think at the end of the day that's like the main goal. And also just to know that IA, like the community, just who they are, like who we are, it's amazing. And I'm just so blessed to get to be a part of it. And like to know that other people are there to like encourage me and also just all the listeners, like you guys, like it's really cool. They want to share just here's how the Lord's working and like in so many different ways. I just think it's amazing. Thank you guys, Matthew and Maddie, just like for sharing and also for being the best co-hosts ever. You guys are so wonderful. Like I feel like I have two amazing new friends. We're just super thankful for you guys and just to the listeners again. Do you guys have any like last thoughts before we close out?
Oh, that's so sad.
I know.
Last thoughts.
I know. Last thoughts ever. No.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry. Totally joking.
Just doesn't. I think, everything you said, Abby, just extremely thankful for the IA community. And just to any of our listeners out there, I just want you guys to be encouraged that you're not alone. And although where you're at right now, it could either be the most exciting moment of your life or it could be the scariest moment of your life. You guys always have support, whether you're new to ministry, whether you've been in ministry your entire life, whether you're 106 or 4 years old. I would be very impressed if you listened to this whole thing if you're 4, but we're here for you, praying for you guys. Yeah. Matthew, you got any final thoughts, bro?
My last thoughts for the season. I want to encourage the listeners, and this even goes for myself because I have been going back and listening to each episode on repeat whenever I get bored of music.
Oh, I love
Go
that.
back and listen to the episodes, even if you think that you got everything out of listening to it the one time. I'm pretty sure there's like a scientific study that says like you need to listen to something a certain amount of times to actually fully grasp everything that was said. And I just want to encourage you guys, like, if you're going through something, like whether it's for the better or for the worse, like I'm sure that something about it has been said on the podcast, whether that was season 1 or season 2. And make sure that you reach out to somebody. Like, we're all here for everybody. We're all a community. IA is one just big happy family, ready for the kingdom of God to sweep us up. And I think that also shows so much for the future.
So good. So beautifully said. Thank you guys again. And God is on the move, just in IA. I'm so excited to see just how he works through IA and just in other ways in general, like through y'all's own lives and ministries and just future seasons with the Gradcast. It's going to be awesome. And so like Matthew said, IA is a big, happy, beautiful family. So if you guys are needing someone to talk to, or even feel called maybe to ministry, or just are in a transition season, whatever it is, like, please reach out, because that's the whole point of why IA does what IA does. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And we also want to hear your takeaways. So be sure to let us know. I think there's a comment section now on Spotify too with the podcast I've seen, which is kind of epic.
Yes.
So be sure to do that. And we want to hear just what the Lord is kind of teaching you guys, what you're walking through. And until next season, we'll see you guys on the Gradcast.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah, I was like, wait, did I say that right? That's great.